Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's me again, the crazy guy with the lazy eye, with Lori Kane on the camera. We just got a phone call from one of our Hemet News Facebook viewers. They were out here, I guess, that they were checking on Steve. And they had a little issue with the security guard, if I can't pan over here, at Stater Brothers. Steve, you were actually, tell me what happened. You were actually, over here on the parking lot, the curb, where was you at?
I stopped on the sidewalk there. I was 100% on the sidewalk with my gear here since, you know, I was rushed from the other spot. I got to take it someplace. I've had offers to store, and some of the things that I have received, or that I was able to save, I've been able to store. I came out this morning, I shopped at Chevron, I shopped at Taco Bell, I shopped at Stater Brothers, receipts for everything.
Whoa, you said you shopped.
Yeah, I shopped here.
So you bought something there.
I spent money here, they had no problem with me spending money.
So in other words, they couldn't kick you off the property. You know, you got a receipt, you bought something, you're going to try to bite me there, baby girl.
Yeah,
she nippy. There you go. So, you know what the officer told you last time. If you came here and you bought something, you have right to be on their property that day. Yeah, well, you got your receipt.
That's what I told the security guard. He didn't want to hear it. Basically, I was sitting there minding my own business. I had my sign out, said, if you can, what is it? Can you please help?
Right.
Excuse me.
Go ahead. Thank you. So, actually, you were on the sidewalk.
100% on public property.
Okay, so you weren't on their property, but on the sidewalk.
He came up and said, "This is Stater Brothers' sidewalk. I can't sit there. I have to go." He came at me rude. He said, "What do you think you're doing? You can't do this." And I said, "Do what? I'm minding my own business, sitting on this public access, public property. I'm not on the Stater Brothers' property, I'm not aggressive. I'm passive. I'm not approaching anyone. Oh, you can't panhandle, and I'm not panhandling. I've got a sign stating my beliefs, and that's within the Fourth Amendment rights."
That's right.
And he then said, "Well, fine. I'm going to stand here, and if anybody tries to give you money, I'm going to take it away. I'm going to take it."
What?
Yeah, that's what he said.
So he's going to take your money that people give you.
And I said, so I suppose if they give me food, you're going to slap that out of their hands too? Yep. And he stood right there. Glaring at anybody who looked and slow down, and I was waiting for somebody to actually try it and see what he'd do. So basically, he'd be stepping off of his jurisdiction, off of Stater Brothers' land, onto public property, taking blessings that people have offered to me.
Right.
It's a new hardcore stance they're taking to drive the homeless into. I don't know. I mean, I'm hungry. I was stuck here in the corner for 3 days and trying to recover from last rough.
Right. Well, I talked to one of my other reporters, and I told him what happened, and he said, actually, the guy cannot do that because, number one, the sidewalk does not belong to Stater Brothers. It belongs to the city and the county. And number two, that's extortion right there. He can't do that to you, telling he's going to take your food, he's going to knock stuff out of your hand, and he's going to take the money that's given to you. What gives him that right, folks?
I mean, when I pulled up, it begun to rain, and I didn't have everything covered. And I stopped to cover everything up. I did so in a quick fashion, and I sat down for a little bit. I've got to get the rabies boosters for my guys and get their licenses up to date. And I was hoping, to maybe raise enough to do that today.
Okay.
And people are always generous with food and dog food and stuff. But he stood there, and then he stepped away when he realized that I was going to stand my ground. I mean, it's my right. When the officer came out, he said something to the effect that, "Well, Mr. Hildy, you seem to know how to exploit all the loopholes." And I'm going, "It's not loopholes, it's the law."
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's the law. I have rights to display my views, whatever they may be, in a public forum. And if this is public property, then I can say that, can't I?
And I was with you when there was Deputy Sheriff standing there telling you, if you do go on a property, like for instance Stater Brothers, and you do buy something, you have right to be on the property, as long as you got your receipt of that day that you purchase it being there that day.
I mean,
So he's out of line there. I mean, that's just pure out wrong. So we're going to go check this guy out and talk to him.
This morning, they were fine with me spending my money. I went in there, I went to Replanet. I forgot that. I went to Replanet, cashed some cans in, I cashed my voucher in, basically spent the whole voucher on food at Stater Brothers. And before that, I had like $2. I bought some things at Chevron, and I still had $1. I got something at Taco Bell. I also went to Dollar Tree, and what did I buy there? I bought some ibuprofen. I've been having some heavy pain lately, and that's all I could buy there. But that's what I really needed.
Right. So how long ago did this happen?
And I was swept and raked this up, but all my garden tools were stolen from the street over there. I lost all this because I couldn't take them with me in the time that they gave me. And if anybody's got a rake they can spare, a heavy rake, leaf rake, and a broom, I just swept up there too. I stopped back there on the sidewalk there and met a friend. We talked for a while. I ate my Taco Bell stuff. It was cold by then. No problem back there on the sidewalk back there. As soon as I posted on the sidewalk here, well, and now he comes running up and tells, and basically, you can't be here. You gotta go. Oh, you can go across the street and post up over there when nobody will bother you over there. And how is that different from this is public property? That's public property. The only difference is it's adjacent to the lot that Stater Brothers controls.
I mean, what controls? This is what I don't understand. Okay, what makes Stater Brothers own this sidewalk? Who knows? It could be owned by the Dollar Tree. Yeah. You know, just because they're the biggest store in here, don't mean they own this.
Well, I was a while back. I was ordered off the sidewalk by Chevron by one of the employees. She came out and was 100% convinced that she could order me off their sidewalk, and I told her the same thing. This is public property. You know, short of loitering, you can't just order people off of public property because it happens to run in front of your business.
Right.
I mean, and I'm not being disruptive. I'm keeping to myself and holding my dogs and just trying to get by and be left alone.
Well, you know, to go to your defense, you know, I do have it on video where the police officer was saying, as long as you buy something from that location and you have the receipt and you're there that same day that you purchase it, you're fine. They can't do nothing. Do you have the receipt with you?
I've got a pocket full of receipts.
All right, well, let me show these to me.
Yeah, I didn't have a lot of money to spend, but I spent it here.
It don't matter if you buy a pack of gum, you have a right to be on that property.
I can't really see. I think.
Let me see this.
24th. Is that today?
Okay, this is a Chevron. Yeah, this is Chevron receipt here.
I've got a receipt from Stater Brothers, I know. In there. Old hotel. I believe this is another Chevron receipt.
Yeah.
Another day.
Well, we know you can be on the Chevron, definitely.
I mean, you know, and I just did the receipt for the time when my phone is dead, and in case the owner gets antsy about me using the restroom for 2 hours the last time, it was actually 20 minutes. I had a receipt at either end, and he banging on the door, and they came out and said, "You've been here 2 hours. You must go." And I said,
"So I didn't know there was a time limit on using a bathroom."
Well, within reason, but I had spent 20 minutes from my first. From my first purchase to the second one, after I hadn't spent.
All right, there's a Dollar Tree receipt right here.
There's the ibuprofen from this morning.
Well, see, this is you purchased something from this parking lot stores. So right here, you have all right to be there.
I spent time to talk to my friend and in the back there, but you know, I was actually shopping here this morning.
Right.
And I needed the ibuprofen as I said to the gun. I don't think I got the Taco Bell receipt. I'm not sure I got one.
There's Stater Brothers right here.
And this is that's my Replanet voucher.
All right, so as you see right here, he did purchase something from Stater Brothers, so legally that does give him all right to be on the property for this whole day.
Yeah, one of those is the voucher for Replanet.
Well, this is still you spent.
Oh yeah,
you spent money.
Yeah,
you spent money right here.
What I got.
You bought some donuts, you know. So.
And I shared a donut with my friend out front. She's really great.
And then, as you notice too, he did visit the Dollar Tree and purchase something from the Dollar Tree as well. So he has all right to be on this property. You know, the police will even say this as well. I got it on video.
I wasn't on the property.
Right, you were on the sidewalk, so they had no... The guy was definitely in wrong, in my belief, on what he did to you. So I'm going to go find the security guard, and I'm going to have a little talk with him.
This is the new tack they're taking, and
I'm going to let you keep the...
They want to just bury the homeless and out of sight.
Here's your Chevron receipts. I'm going to take these with me. And folks, we're going to go talk to the security guard. I'm going to try to find him and see what his side of the story is. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
He's inside the State Brothers going inside right now.
We're actually... Sir? Okay, we're streaming this live. There's a camera right there in the truck. And we're live on Hemet News, and I wanted to find out, there are problems with issues of homeless people coming over here. Security's trying to do their job, removing them off the property. So I want to try to, let people know you're doing your job. But there's one question, concern. I did speak with a law enforcement official, and they said as long as he has a receipt, he has all right to be here.
I didn't have no problem. I just called the officer, told them to ask him to remove him. That's it.
Okay. Did you make a statement to him, sir?
I didn't make any conversation with him. All I told him was that just go across the street. There's no security over there. You will have no problem bother you.
So you didn't.
He said no, and so I just called the authorities and I let them know.
So you didn't. I'm trying to get two sides of the story.
I didn't have any conversation.
Okay. So you didn't tell him if anybody gives him any money that you're going to take it. You didn't tell him that.
No, I had no conversation with him.
Okay, because he's telling him.
I don't have conversations with the transients. I just let them know that they need to keep moving.
All right.
And that's it.
Well, I'm going to let you know his side of the story.
I don't need to know his side.
Well,
I appreciate it, but that's all. I just got to do my job. That's it.
We were told that you was going to take his money if anything was given to him,
and we were told false information.
Okay.
Did the police officer tell you that?
The gentleman told us that, and there was supposedly a lady was.
Did the police officer?
I'm getting ready to go talk to the. I'm getting ready to talk to the police officer, but I got it on film.
The police officer tell you I never said anything to the guy. All I told him was that he could move across the street. There's no security over there.
Okay. Well, I'm just wanting to document your side of the story so people don't bash you.
I don't care if you bash me. Like I said, I'm just going to do my job.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the guy did say that he did not try to take the guy's money, and he said that he was not, or evidently he denying anything, saying that he wasn't going to knock any food out of his hand. But folks, you heard Steve's side.